Hello, friends. Let's check out what's been happening in Subnautica Below Zero. I'm sure you beautiful people would love to know.
You sure you want to go through the storm? You crash, we can't come back for you.
No, I need cover.
Okay, yeah, we know this dialogue. Looks like the interior of this spaceship or whatever we launched from is a little bit different. And now there's a giant meteor shower over above the planet. The meteor itself doesn't look too different. It looks a little bit more vibrant, maybe. Everything seems to be the same so far. There are some different changes, though, to Subnautica Below Zero that I wanted to show you. Alright, so it seems like everything there is pretty well the same, I think, but there are new items and story dialogue, and I need to check out Marge as well. We'll go through this because I have to talk to you for a quick second. Something very important from the developers of the game, actually. They want me to share something with you. Kind of cool. I don't see anything different. Alright. Lots of meteors. And that... Okay, alright, so the camera moved down a little bit. That was a little different. Alright, I have a message. Wait, personal log. Oh, there's like a little... There's a little image now. That's nice. Don't think Altera spotted me. I hid from their satellite. The drop pod deployed with gusto. I now know what gusto is. Stop making fun of me, okay? It's not a term that's used in my area of the world. I never knew that it meant what you guys are telling me it meant, okay? Uh-oh. Did my game froze? No way! Hey, look, it's the page I actually have to show you. So we're gonna move into a message from the developers of Subnautica real quick. Through April 14th, Unknown Worlds has teamed up with numerous different game developers to create the Go Play Inside bundle on Steam. Subnautica is available at 20% off its regular price, and the bundle has an additional 20% off. On top of that, 20% of all sales from the bundle and individual games will be donated to Action Against Hunger. Go support them and go check it out. Stay inside. Stay safe. All right, I'm going to load the game again. I don't know what made it crash. That was kind of interesting. So just to make sure you guys know, that wasn't a sponsored promotion. I wanted to do something to try and help them out. These are some great people working on a great game. We all love Subnautica Below Zero, and I love supporting what they're doing right now. And I love that you guys love what they're doing as well. So let's jump back in. I do have some story stuff to show you. I have some items to show you, some new things that are in the game. And I want to take a look at this intro cinematic, just real quick. I'm not going to stay in space for too long, I promise.
You crash, we can't...
What are the odds? You crash, we can't, and then it crashes. Voice actor's too good. He's predicting things. Let's just stop this real quick. I need to see this. So I believe this is actually supposed to be reminiscent of some sketchy cargo ship that we paid to get a flight on because it was going near the planet where the Vesper is, obviously. So I noticed that there's these little markers on the planet, and maybe they mean nothing, maybe they mean everything. I don't know, but I just know the last Easter egg they put out had something marked on a planet. You know, it was the tease of Below Zero, but I doubt they're gonna do it in the intro. They have a planet, or they have like a little island right here, and it's weird because I don't think this is anything, to be honest with you. But you can see right here, there is another, I believe this is a Below Zero map sector. I don't know how they have this giant planet pieced together, but it appears to me that they actually have it just overlapping multiple different times. It looks amazing, don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. I'm not criticizing anyone for that. I'm kind of curious though why this is like this. Like, just from a developer standpoint, you know? I feel like you guys would be interested in that as well. If I find out the answer, I'll let you know on my next Subnautica Below Zero video. For now, we gotta get down to the planet because there's stuff. Okay, I don't know what's happening. What? I'm in the upside down. What? I'm legit. Hey, look, we're back. Okay, so story stuff. There's been a lot of stuff that's been added, I believe. I need to go to Sanctuary, because I'm kind of curious to see if anything new was added there as well. I know Marge has some stuff happening with her, too. And there are some logs, I think, that should be around. Now, I'm going to jump down through this life pod real quick. I really wish I could just start playing and go through the story, but I feel like there's still parts of it that aren't in the game, and it might just not be a fulfilling experience for me or you, to be honest with you. So a new log for the arrival, at least additions, if you left any traces, or should I say if Altera forgot to clean them up, I'll find them. I'll start with the selfie. Pretty sure I can see your base in the background. And that will be under personal, right here. And then Sam's location. So we don't drown, let me just go up. You can see right here, basically, and they talk about, you know, where they are and the best picture they could get, because they're heavily monitored, which is kind of cool as well. There's satellite towers just down there, and I believe the Vesper is being used as a giant spy communications surveillance satellite system. Oh boy, it's happening again. Oh my god. That was funny. You got me, devs. That was... I think I might have fixed the crash issues. I don't know if they were the game's fault or not, actually. I still don't understand why they re-added the Seamoth, or why we can spawn in the Cyclops blueprint. It's interesting to me, and I did notice that this ocean is significantly wider, but that might not mean anything. Oh boy, that's cool. Let's get in here, get our first trigger, get everything set up. There we go. Found the drop pod. Yeah, that's right. We did find it. Okay. This is actually kind of cool. So I just gave myself all the items. Check this out. Do you see in the UI down there, right down there, there's a little yellow bar. That little yellow bar, I believe, represents the charge of the battery inside the object that you have. They needed to add this like 10 years ago, to be honest with you, because that is such a good feature to have. Please, never remove that. There it is right there. We got our SOS. So you guys hear this, right? Of course you hear it. So funny thing about that, that was actually crashing the game in the last video badly. The devs actually explained it to me, something to do with Fmod, I believe, and it just not liking a sound or something like that, but they have it fixed now, obviously, because I'm still in game. Did you know this means SOS? So many of you made fun of me for how I just tried to describe SOS. You guys are mean to me. Why are you making fun of me? Because I tried to give people advice on how to make a distress signal. God forbid any of you ever have to use it. I hope you never do. But at least you know how to use it now. Even if I gave you a crude example. Mine's probably like a nuclear launch code or something. Oh boy. All right, let's jump in here. I want to see if they're doing anything. Sanctuary power critical. Hello, is someone there? In a manner of speaking, we are running out of time. Okay, that was pretty interesting. Oh. Did you lock me in here? What is all this? Seeking emergency storage medium. I can help you better if you show yourself. If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage. You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect? Storage medium identified. We will be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help? Can you use my PDA for storage? You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal. Oh, Altera? No way. No, my equipment is borrowed. It will have to do. So they're still going with the analytical, data-driven version of Alan's mental state, I guess. It also means that Altera has already been here somehow or something. I think, unless he means generally the overview of the planet. Let's go up here. How long have you been stored here? Longer than hoped. Warning, sanctuary power critical. I like the sense of urgency now. Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete. Yeah, okay, hurrying. I like that. I like that they have sanctuary power critical flashing in between those little bits of dialogue. It adds a sense of urgency, a sense of we gotta go do this. You don't really have much time to think it through because you're just in a panic. I expect this is gonna be the same. Transfer complete. How do you feel? Why do you sound like you're inside my head? The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex. You are in my head. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organ components? My mind is not a component. You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process. Don't you go silent on me. ... Hello? This isn't happening. This is not happening. Okay. That's the explanation. It's not happening. Okay. She's in denial right now, which is great. One thing I want to note I picked up on is you sound angry. The previous Alan could not differentiate human emotion and anger. They didn't know what that was. And I have a feeling this picks up right here. Somewhere. He's going to call me, I think. Oh, never mind. What was that? Oh, okay. I thought he was going to call me on the tablet and try to talk to me. Apparently he's not, though, but that's interesting to me. Alan can differentiate now with the whole human emotion thing, which is weird. I didn't expect that, to be honest with you. No dialogue between here and the sanctuary, which is kind of strange. I expected something. So when we go in here, we probably will get something. Oh, strange incident. It seems like they might have spaced it out, actually. She is actually in genuine denial. If this is working the way it's supposed to in order, and this is going where it's supposed to go and taking the time it's supposed to go, she's actually questioning what just happened and if it happened. She's talking about a neurological event. She blacked out, heard voices. Maybe there's a problem with the oxygen tank or something she ate. Maybe it was the PDA, and I hate to think Cal was right and I should have upgraded it when I had the chance, and there's a laugh. I think that, or she's trying to use humor and sarcasm as a defensive mechanism for extremely stressful situations. I'm guilty of it. I'm sure you're guilty of it. Everyone is guilty of that at some point in life. Yeah, she's totally in denial. Let's leave real quick. Oh, okay. All right. We understand this arrangement is undesirable to you. Now, I believe this is actually a voice log I have read to you before, and I'm sure majority of you know about it in the last video. But I think what I'm going to do is cut through this. You guys can read this if you want to, because there's quite a bit of stuff here. And wait, I think there's more. So voice in your head, are you going to tell me who you are? Your kind call us architects. The precursor race. We were infected with Corabacterium. I was sent here in search of a vaccine. Amazed, but that must have been thousands of years ago. My body was infected before I could complete my work. I uploaded my consciousness to storage. A long pause. So, are they still waiting for a cure back home where you came from? I don't know. Next time she speaks, her tone is gentle, concerned. What's your name? As we are connected, you may append your seed code to my species designation. Call me Alan. My whole life, I've been dying to meet a sapient, spacefaring alien up close, and you're telling me your name is Alan. Is it insufficient? No, it's fine. It's perfect. What's your name? Robin. Huh. Rob Ann. Close enough. Takes a moment. Compose herself. There was something about Altera. Tell me, Alan, how might we go about getting disconnected? That's a good question. I will alert you when I have more information. Oh. Alan has changed. Alan now understands the importance of an individual's name, even though he does not understand the importance of having your own body, if that makes sense, which is I feel like in some deep sense that's contradictory to what he would be as an entity or as a being with consciousness. So I don't understand that, for instance. Maybe does it sound right to you? Let me know what you think about that. But on top of that, I thought there was something about Altera, but there's not. They talk about getting disconnected and all of that. I think this is pretty well mostly the same, but I need to go check out Marge. And talking about storage, I want to show you something, because it's actually kind of cool. Let me just get ready, and I'll do the thing. It's cool. So check this out. Something was added to the game called a quantum locker. I think it works. Does it? Haha, it works! Oh no, there we go, right here. This thing is a quantum locker. I don't know how it's made just yet, and I don't really know where it fits in the story. I do know that this locker basically shares every object that's in it with other quantum lockers. So if I... Oh, whoops, I threw away Cyclops. If I throw this in here and this and this and this, and if I create another quantum walker... Let me go make another quantum locker real quick. Here we go, I'll throw it down. Oh, it hovers! Oh! Can I move it? Oh, I can't bump into it and move it? That's kind of sad, but if I open the storage now, you can see everything I had in the other quantum locker is now here with me. Very, very useful, very, very game-breaking, potentially, very, very powerful as well. I would imagine, well, I don't think there's a chance for a dupe exploit or anything, but I would be very wary if I was a developer, but I'm sure they have their stuff under wraps. These are good developers we're working with. I don't know why this is even in the game, to be honest with you, or when they decided to add it to the game, but it's cool to see regardless. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. I do feel like it will break the immersion a bit of having a base, but I mean, it is very I guess you can only have one quantum locker, and you would put like essentials in it and emergency stuff. But I don't know. I feel like it could be a hit or miss with that one, to be honest with you. I need to go down to Marge's base. I told you not to follow me, Altera. Now you got a problem. Where are you? Why are you hiding? You know how many lawsuits are out on me? How could I? You haven't told me your name. That name comes with a price. You really want to know? Come see me. Alright. I have a feeling that dialogue is going to be changed. To be honest with you. It doesn't seem like that dialogue is accurate to what actually happens when we get into the base. Now, there is stuff over here I need to show you real quick, and there are some logs as well with Margaret, because they go a little bit more in-depth with this woman. And I'm actually very happy, because this is the same Margaret from the original Subnautica, and, you know, she's just super self-reliant and all of that stuff. Let me see, is this it right here? This is it right here. Let me just show you real quick. The interesting thing here is that there is a spy penguin right here. Wait, these are Sam's. She must have known my sister. Okay, I was gonna go towards that idea. There's a chance Margaret either knows Sam or she just stole this for some reason. Why she would steal it? Oh, probably for the tech. There's a data chip here. The greenhouse. Snowstalker attack. Wait, what? What? Hang on a second. Wait, what? What? Margaret looked worried. Okay, so the text actually bugged out. It just looks like it's the title text. Margaret looks worried. Snowstalker attack the greenhouse. So I don't know what these would be. So I've got two last things that I'm going to show you guys. One is going to be inside here with our favorite seafaring woman, and the other is actually all of her PDA logs. Interestingly enough, they have them in the game currently. Gonna be an interesting time. Let's just go in here. The keypad is gone. Was that gone last time? Oh, the door's unlocked. Okay. So if we open this, I think it's going to play the same thing and the same thing we saw before, unfortunately. So the Snowstalker attacks you. It's a little bit of a jump scare. And then she walks over. I told you to stay off my land. You trained a stalker. Next time I'm going to have them tear you to ribbons, Altera. I'm not with Altera. I'm Robin. I'm looking for information about my sister Sam. Do you know her? And I don't believe you, bullcrap. I suggest you take time you need to come to your senses and get off my sea base. Yeah, okay. Okay, Marg. That's okay. If you're not Altera, why don't you disable that damn tracking satellite tower instead of hacking into my sea base? We didn't hack into your sea base. The door was open. Maybe then we can talk. Does she mean the Vesper? Is that what that is? And then she looks at you for, I'm assuming more dialogue will play there, and then she walks on in there, and the Snowstalker's tail is fixed. What? Haha. Haha. Okay. What is your deal? You move now? Oh, he's guarding her. Oh, she goes in there and you're not allowed access to that part of the base. He's just sitting there to keep you away. I bet there's gonna be like an interact animation too and stuff, and he'll like nip at you. That'd be cool, but I don't need to worry about some world boundary, because I can go in here anyways. Let's see. Is there anything important in here? There is an abandoned PDA. We got a gold mine. I already unlocked all the PDAs, so I won't know what that one is. Damn it. It kind of annoys me. The pooper right there. Okay, I'm gonna see what the PDA is. I'm assuming this PDA then is just for logs. I picked it up, but I mean, I still have the Marg log right here, and there's a bunch of them, which is actually kind of cool. So there's chat with Sam about Marg, and there's nothing there. Marg looks worried. There's nothing here, which we just got that. Research lab, sabotage. We don't have anything there. Snowstalker attack, nothing. The greenhouse, nothing. Profile is it's confidential or whatever, and it tells you about this woman and what's going on. Now there's different logs right here. Oh my god, this is what happened in the original Subnautica. Oh my god, Torgal! Holy crap! This is what she did! Do you guys remember the scene or the part where she has to fight a Reaper? It like drags her, something happens with the Reaper, someone gets dragged off or something happens. There I was 500 meters below sea level. Chunks of the sea base sinking around me. One hand flailed against the monster's scales. The other gripping the shard of metal I lodged in her eye socket. A Reaper. Wounded, maybe, but still deadly. I've already taken that one eye. I damn near carved out the other, and then I saw where the creature had carried us. We were clear of the caverns, headed for the void at the crater's edge. Blinded, she was spiraling deeper. I had a choice: hold on or let go. I figured the Torgals were already dead. If I let go of this monster, it had every reason to turn back around and finish me off. And I already had my blade in her head, so I held on, and she took us deeper. I had 1 minute of air in the tank. Back then, I could go another 3 with what I had in my lungs, so I had 4 minutes to kill the Reaper, minus a few to get back to the surface. It ain't that I like killing folk, it's just sometimes what you need is on the inside of someone else's ribcage. I ain't one to question when's when. So we fought. Neither of us were going to give up. Once she was dead, I made for the surface. When I caught my breath, I realized we'd come further out than I thought. No landmarks, no life, no seabed. Just ocean. I was out in the void, further than I'd ever been before, and the current was carrying me out to sea. That far out to sea, swimming back for land wasn't an option. All I could do was survive long enough to wash up somewhere. I had a knife, a repair tool, and 3 liters of water. Thirst and sea monsters weren't about to kill me, but if I kept fighting them, exhaustion might. I needed buoyancy. Just as I felt something brush past my foot, I looked down, and there were vast jaws rising out of the water towards me. I bet those are the Void Leviathans. That's so dope. The Ghost Leviathan. It had taken hours for the Reaper's corpse to float to the surface. Using the knife, I clambered up to her flank and got a perch up on top. I figured she'd float for a few days at least, enough for me to catch my breath. But would she sink before or after I died of thirst? I knew I couldn't go more than a week on 3 liters of water, so I knew I'd be dead in less than 2. Now, those Reapers, they're physically all muscle, but there's some fat in there. And I didn't have much, but I had the repair tool, so I had a spark. It took a week to light that first fire. I was able to keep warm and drink the water. I know more about the burning properties of a Reaper fat than I ever cared to. A fortnight into our voyage, I was more or less living inside the creature's ribcage. It meant shelter, it meant food. The flesh was starting to rot, but a moment's work with a knife saw to that. It's so hardcore. That's so cool. With only so much fat to burn, I had to ration the fires, but I could cook all I needed while they lasted. As time passed, I started to think on what I could do to steer the boat. That Reaper, she was built streamlined, and I'll give her that. The current tossed us every way, but she already had... Dude, I'm losing my mind. This is so freaking cool. Perhaps I could pull my fins to change our direction. It took me all day to rig one lousy rope from the sun-dried intestines. Oh god, I had plenty supplied, and one heartbeat for the rope to tighten around the fins and pull them clean away from the body. She was already decomposing. It wouldn't be long before we started to... That's so cool! Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Alan, go away! I'll answer it. Who's that? I don't know, but I sure envy your exosuit. So I've already told you about this one anyways. You can read it if you want while I talk to you. That is so freaking cool! We know what happened to Marg now after the events of Subnautica and how she ended up here. She freaking floated inside the corpse of a Reaper. She is the most hardcore woman. I have an instant attraction towards this old bag of bones. You don't even know. She is everything in a woman we could ever hope for. You guys would be lucky to find a girl like Marg. Oh my god, that's so cool. That is such a good story. Oh man. Okay, I'm done. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't! That's so cool! She floated here in the corpse of a Reaper using its ribcage as her own little personal boat! God! That's so cool! Oh my god, please touch more on the backstory! Tell us more of what we want to know! That is so cool! Alright, I'm nerding out. Anyways, guys, that is it for now on Subnautica Below Zero. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. As always, on everything you have seen here, let me know what you think about the story of Marg. That was incredible. It's cool. All right, guys. I will see you